วัสดีครับผมโจ้บุญจันทร์
แล้วผมมานนท์เอแพนิชนะครับ
ขอต้อนรับเข้าสู่รายการที่ไทย USA นะครับวันนี้ผมกับคุณแจนได้มีโอกาสพิเศษสุดเลยที่ได้มาสัมภาษณ์ท่านนายกรัฐมนตรีของประเทศไทยดร.อภิสิทธิ์เวชชาชีวะครับ
ผมอยากรู้เพราะว่าบางทีเราอยู่ห่างไกลกันจากประเทศไทยเราก็ไม่ค่อยได้ติดตามข่าวการเมืองข่าวเศรษฐกิจว่าจะเป็นยังไงบ้างก็เลยอยากจะถามท่านกับตัวท่านเองเลยฮะแล้วผมก็จะอินเทอร์วิวในภาษาอังกฤษด้วยฮะเพื่อที่ได้
นายกท่านก็รับตอบไทยอังกฤษกับเราด้วยนะครับเราอยู่ที่นิวยอร์กนี้
ผู้ไทยไม่ค่อยได้อย่างผมฮะจะได้ฟังเรื่องด้วยครับ
ดีเลยครับแล้วก็พี่น้องชาวไทยก็ได้รับภาษาไทยไปด้วยนะครับแล้วก็ท่านรออยู่แล้วล่ะเรารีบขึ้นไปข้างบนกันดีไหมครับคุณแจน
ครับผม
ใช่ครับ
สวัสดีครับท่านนายกผมต้องขอบคุณมากๆที่ให้โอกาสกับเวลารายการที่นี่ไทย USA คุยกับท่านด้วยนะฮะเวลาเรามีน้อยอยู่ผมก็เลยจะเข้าไปเลยนะฮะท่านมาที่สหรัฐอเมริกาเที่ยวนี้เพื่อที่จะมาร่วมประชุมใน United Nations General Assembly นะฮะไม่ทราบว่าท่านมีข้อมูล I heard you're talking about global warming and the summit and climate. Can you talk a little bit about what Thailand's role is in helping the global warming situation?
I'm actually here for the UN General Assembly, also the G20 in Pittsburg, and also a number of activities organized by the various ministries to meet investors, traders, potential visitors to Thailand. As far as the General Assembly is concerned, there are a number of challenges that are being discussed. The key thing for us is we believe in multilateralism. We believe in lasting solutions that come from dialogue between all stakeholders. And climate change is clearly one issue where you really need the cooperation of everybody. We will actually host the talks on climate change when I get back. So in fact, I get back there on Sunday night, and Monday morning we'll be opening the climate change talks in Bangkok, leading up to Barcelona, and hopefully everything can be concluded in Copenhagen in December. I think a gap exists. I think people often talk about other people's responsibilities, but we are trying to encourage everybody to talk about their own responsibilities and the recognition that the developed countries can do a lot to help the developing countries cope with the problem as well. So for instance, if we had an organization, a fund that can help provide assistance, hardware, software, finance to the developing countries, then I think it's more realistic to expect progress.
Does this mean less motorcycles or more hybrid motorcycles in Thailand? Or?
Well, we are certainly trying to increase the portion of alternative energy, alternative fuel, and we'll think about even more campaigns to raise the awareness of consumers in general. On the whole, there has been a number of activities organized not just by the government but also the non-governmental organizations, and UN in Thailand has been very active, and so we hope that there will be many more initiatives.
And as long as you're in New York right now, I wanted to ask how Thailand and the U.S. are working together in boosting each other's respective economies.
Well, I think we're all going through a difficult year, but since around March, April, things have been looking up, and we both know that it's too early to say that everything is fine. We're only just on the beginning of the recovery path. And the important thing is, I think, for both countries, the stimulus packages must continue to be implemented in a timely manner. In terms of increasing trade and investment is also crucial, because for Thailand, for instance, what we see in terms of recovery now is still very much the domestic economy. And we've seen a drop in exports and tourism by around 10 to 15%. Or possibly even more this year, and we need to correct that. What I'm here to tell U.S. investors, and there are many who are committed to Thailand, that there are fresh opportunities I do expect some expansion of US business over the coming months in some key industries. And we're now trying to get them to think of Thailand at the heart of ASEAN, because ASEAN is going to become an economic community in 6 years' time, which means a market of nearly 600 million people. And if US investors and other investors view ASEAN as a single market, we're confident that the region as a whole, and Thailand included, will be much more attractive.
ผมเมื่อวันจันทร์ได้คุยกับทาง DOI อะฮะแล้วเขามีการพูดถึง incentive tax-free incentives for businesses to start up, low interest loans through the SME and things like that. What other incentives are there to attract foreign business?
We have special incentives for a number of industries to the end of this year, because this year and last year have been designated investment years in Thailand, with special temporary incentives from the BOI. That's one area that we hope will attract interest until the end of the year. But the government is now also looking at the idea of special economic zones with maybe extra incentives or the waiving of certain regulations. And this will run across quite a variety. There will be areas, for instance, near the border, up in Tak, down south, and also on the western border with Myanmar, where there may be small zones that could be designated, where there will be more facilitation in terms of, say, foreign labor and so on. There will be key tourist locations like Samui that we think now deserves a special administrative structure. And there will also be other areas of potential, maybe even around Bangkok and the surrounding provinces for certain industries, maybe electronics. And for the longer term, we also need to have our industries that are more environmentally friendly. And therefore, we may have to have special arrangements and powers to deal with that.
Which key industries are you looking at, or which would be
well,
the best
for the medium and longer term, and in accordance with our stimulus package, we are trying to tap into what we see as unfulfilled potential in the agricultural sector and the service sector. In agriculture, I think we are so well endowed in resources that we can be a very significant exporter of food, a significant player in alternative fuel. We just have to really improve our productivity and also to add value to our products. And the investment in the second stimulus package is designed to do that. For the service sector, medical hub, elderly care, these are areas where we've seen quite strong growth and still much greater potential to be realized. These will be, I think, in new areas in terms of focus from outsiders. For well-established industries like the car industry, electronics, textiles, again, there is still room for expansion.